Oh, good morning. This was our last night on the Appalachian Trail. We stayed at the Stover Creek shelter area, just a little bit north. And yeah, a little bit north on the AT. There's some flat camping areas, old logging road, just a little bit up from the AT. So I gotta poke around. It's between the shelter and the water. The water is a beautifully flowing creek. It was easy to get nice clear water out of it. The Devil's Kitchen water was real irony. Didn't taste good, but as far as I know, it was good. Slept real good. Left the doors open. Nice little breeze all night. So we're heading up now towards the Springer shelter. And then, of course, the parking lot, 0.9 further than that is Springer Mountain. I've been suffering with the plantar fasciitis now for most of the week. And so, since I've already hiked this section before, I called a shuttle, and Ron Brown wasn't able to help me this time, but he was able to point me to a couple of people who could, and one of them is going to come pick me up at the parking lot. I could probably do the approach trail down, but I'm limping pretty bad. Not having much fun. I've already hiked it. I don't need it for completion. So I'm going to get a shuttle ride in, and then we've got a big, beautiful Airbnb reserved up in LJ. Now I'll tell you more about that, especially if it's good. And we'll have a meal together, and that's the way we close out these things is we stay in a Hostel Airbnb the last night and kind of summarize the trip, and then also kind of look ahead for next year. So a group of, let's say, 8 to... Boy, this year was 16, and that's just a big group for us, but like 8 to 14 for about a week, really, averaging maybe 10 miles a day. And boy, not sure. Let's not put a limitation on it at all. Anywhere along the Appalachian Trail, what would you recommend? Kind of a starting and ending point, logistics are kind of easy for us that we can park and shuttle. We also really got lucky this year. Matt's wife was able to come and she resupplied us every other day. So we only carried 2 days worth of food. Well, this last stretch was 2.5 days. And so that's clothes and food we got changed every 2 days. So that was real sweet. So kind of access to resupply would be a nice thing too. So what would you suggest? Yeah, we're on the Appalachian Trail, that's for sure. Benton MacKaye Trail that crosses it here. And there you have your white diamond. Smells like Christmas. No wonder it smells like Christmas here. I thought they cut down one Christmas tree. Wonder what happened in here. We're crossing the Benton MacKaye Trail again. I hiked with a guy for a few days, maybe 10 years ago, maybe not that far. And I called him the Dark Wizard. I have no idea what his real name was or trail name. He was a professor at some school, long gray hair, and he had this overcoat he wore that blew in the wind. And the first time I saw him, I thought, he looks like some kind of a dark wizard. This is before Harry Potter and that kind of stuff was even conceived of. So every time I hear about Benton MacKaye Trail, I think about him, because even though we hiked together, he was actually hiking the Benton MacKaye Trail. Oh, and there you get your diamond blaze again. Don't follow the diamond blazes unless you're hiking the Benton MacKaye Trail, which that would be a good idea then. Sometimes when I'm hiking, I'll stop a little bit, maybe because I'm tired, I want to rest. And sometimes I just want to listen to the birds and, look at this tree here. What was its life like? He started growing. He apparently was very big. He's got the trunk almost a foot in diameter. And now his life has changed. And what about this curved guy over here? I'm sure he started growing up straight. But look at that. the struggle he had to get out from under the canopy to get some light. And it looks like he's still alive too. And then the birds, and the spiders, and the chipmunks, maybe possums. They're all out here. Oh, the hike up from Stover Gap shelter to the Springer parking lot. It was a nice hike. It was up, okay, fine. But remember, you're heading towards Springer Mountain. You're not heading towards Springer, Kansas. I started seeing the metal reflecting through the, I guess maybe it's not metal anymore, the fiberglass in the paint kind of reflecting through the trees, and I realized, oh, we're almost here. And I've been here a few times before. Came here by myself back 10 years ago. Came here with John's dad's wife, and she hiked the entire width of the Appalachian Trail with me and went out to Springer Mountain. We got our pictures taken and had lunch. Hey, John's dad's here. John's dad's son is here already.
Hello.
Hi, did you make it?
I made it.
All right.
About 1,000 gnats, but that's okay.
Oh, see, I had almost none. Thanks for grabbing them.
Yeah, yep. Doing my part.
Thank you. So the view from Springer is not known to be wonderful, but this isn't too bad. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, maybe 13. This isn't too bad. Uni doesn't read very well, so I had to explain what the word terminus is. And I had to help her pronounce Chattahoochee. Unicorns just don't pronounce those words very well. We're all taking pictures of each other. First time we've been here.
This is it. This is it. You did it.
This is it.
I think you were right. This is why there are not pictures.
But you have 2 plaques you can take your picture.
There we go.
The same one we passed on the way up here.
Oh, really?
Can you take our picture?
Really can't tell much about it.
Here's one of those trees. What a life it has had.
Well, then I'll have to sign it again because I wasn't sitting in the right spot.
Here's a trail off to the Springer Mountain Shelter. And they're definitely asking you not to camp on Springer Mountain Summit. When I was here, I think it was about 10 years ago, the whole area was just barren. And up there now, as you saw in some of the pictures, or you will see in some of the pictures, depending on what sequence I put them in, that it's all regrown, so that's really good. Thanks for your support. This sign is so new, I bet. Everybody trusts it. Nobody touched it. Nobody turned it. And it looked like nobody's had a chance to tinkle on it either. Now, this one is a little more weathered. Springer Mountain parking lot. 0.9 north of the southern terminus. So here's the backside of the sign at the Springer Mountain parking lot. Since I walked up to Springer with the whole crew, I didn't want to take my whole backpack. I hid it back here, behind this big tree. That big tree. But guess what? I'm not the only one. There's a path leading to it. And here it is. Nice thing is that with me getting a shuttle ride down to Amicalola, I can slack pack some of the equipment for the guys and unloaded quite a bit of John's dad's son stuff. Make it a lot easier for him. I wouldn't let Uni swim with the dirty clothes, so she watched through the glass top and got so nauseous she fell over dizzy. Instead of swimming, she got a quick shower at the refrigerator, then had dinner. Lots of watermelon, some cookies. Finally, I told her just one more cookie. That's it.